One of the things that scared me so much about depression is when you get to the point that it's all consuming and you can't control it. I had a plan. I wanted out. And it wasn't about whether I was going to hurt my family. It wasn't about me being selfish. It wasn't a cowardly act. It was that I could not cope anymore.
It's been probably 30 years or so that I've struggled with depression off and on. And I've taken medications and they help somewhat. But I've never really felt like they really got to the root of what the problem was and helped me to feel like I should feel.
So, if a person struggles with depression, it's not sadness, it's beyond sadness. So something is going wrong in the brain. Overall, 1/3 of all patients with major depressive disorder do not respond to antidepressants at all. So those are the clients who suffer through life. The 10 years of depression, 20 years of depression, trying several different antidepressants, not reaching for relief. So this is where ketamine comes into play. Now, ketamine is not a magic bullet. It does not fix everybody's problems. It's not for everybody. But man, it gives you a chance. It's another option, another tool in the tool belt that gives us a chance to get people out of this pit. Ultimately, what we think happens with ketamine is it increases a chemical in the brain called glutamate through this action. And glutamate has one job. It tells the nerve cells to fire. So think of your nerve cells trying to talk to each other, right? So let's imagine these are all individual nerve cells talking to each other. So as you're depressed for a long period of time, well, the brain regresses. You lose nerve cells. And even though you're increasing the serotonin, well, the nerve cells are not close enough to talk to each other, or it's kind of like an old married couple. They've been living together for so long, they just can't talk to each other, right? So a secondary effect of increasing glutamate and blocking this receptor is it triggers a release of a hormone called BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It's like fertilizer for the nerve cells. And those nerve cells have the potential to regrow those connections, okay? And that's what we want. So we're increasing connectivity, we're increasing excitation of the cells, and this happens quickly, right? So instead of waiting 4 to 6 weeks to see results, a lot of patients may see results in 24 hours. Most commonly, 1 to 2 weeks, but there's definitely patients, they'll do one treatment and they feel a lot better. Now, to me, that's exciting. There's not many things in psychiatry that work instantly. And I'm all about the before and after picture. And ketamine creates a really great transformation for the patients that go through the experience.
It has made such a difference. I mean, it's like, it really did not take very long before I realized like I was back to feeling like myself. I was wanting to do things, and it's just, there's nothing like it. To be able to be the person that you want to be is just, that's a gift.
But it brought out an awful lot of the important things in my life, which is my family, my grandchildren. And if I had not done that, we wouldn't be having this interview. And this has literally saved us, so that my wife and I are now bringing my bucket list back up, that we can go and travel and see this wonderful country that I've never seen. I'm getting up in the morning, I'm taking a shower, I'm shaving, and that was an absolute impossible task 4 or 5 months ago. So Dr. DeBose saved my life. He saved my marriage. I came out straight in the hip.
I encourage anyone that hears my voice and watches this video to consider ketamine or Spravato as a treatment option if you're struggling with treatment-resistant depression. It doesn't take long. Hop on Google, search in your area for a ketamine clinic, search in your area for a Spravato clinic, or if you're in Columbia, search for Future Psych Solutions, and hopefully the transformation will be yours.